No, actually, it didn't keep me up at all. I slept like a baby. But I woke up thinking about a story I could tell you today. No, in fact, I only thought about it just this moment as I was walking over here. If you'd like to join us, we have plenty of room. Hi.
Mace, we have permission to heckle.
Yes.
I thought I smelled wood burning when you said you were thinking that you just thought of it.
Yes.
Let's just wait till the story begins.
If I were thinking, there might be smoke coming out of my ear. But as I wasn't really thinking, that would be... So, let's see. Let's tell these folks a story that everyone knows that... Oh, no.
Hi!
Let's tell one that everyone knows. Let's tell them the story of Cinderella.
Oh. Is that the one with the frog?
Don't you know the story of Cinderella?
Nay.
I've obviously been neglecting their education. Well, we're going to tell it anyway, and I'll tell it, and they'll keep up with me. But I think we need someone in a title role. We need someone, Cinderella, we need someone who likes to clean and get dirty, and... Oh, Pearly Gates! Well volunteered. I'm glad that you volunteered for that role. If we have a beautiful maiden, we need a prince. We need someone bold and dashing.
I can do that, so long as I get to be smart and intelligent and come up with all of the plans.
No, the prince in this one does not have to be smart, so you'll fill the role perfectly. Now wait, if we have a prince, then we need a king and a queen, because, you know, you can't have a prince without a king and a queen. We need someone regal and... Oh! That's right, rightly, and humble pie. They'll be a good king and queen. We also need a courtier, someone witty, someone who can come up with a plan on their feet, someone who can really think well, someone who's smart. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone like that, but we'll use Clubbins as that man. Let's see. Cinderella, we have a prince, we have some royalty. Who do we need? Who else do we need?
I'm at this little skit right
How about a stepmother? How about a wicked stepmother? Someone who's wicked, someone who's... Oh, Faiza, you can be the wicked, ancient, old stepmother.
Nothing on me.
Yes, old. Now wait, if we have a stepmother, what else do we need?
A fairy godmother.
Oh, a fairy godmother. We need someone delicate.
maybe
we need someone...
this way, maybe they'll show up.
We need someone like you. He'll make a good fairy godmother, right?
Yes.
Oh, well done, well done. Wait, what else do we need? We have a fairy godmother. What? Stepsisters? Oh, we can use some stepsisters.
I want to be the pretty, beautiful, wonderful stepsister, okay?
Right at
Why, certainly. I'm sure that there's a pretty beautiful, wonderful one. But we need another stepsister. We need a stepsister who's single-minded, who's vicious, who can stab someone in the back and twist the knife.
She's good at it.
Oh, I love making coins.
She is, but this lady has more knives, and if I don't cast her, then she's going to stab me in the back. So, Innocence Widowmaker will play our stepsister. Are we well met then?
More or less.
Indeed, well, once upon a time, not so long ago, nor so very far away as all that, there was a beautiful young maiden. Now, she had loving parents, but unfortunately her mother passed away. Now, her father, though he was grief-stricken, feared for his daughter's upbringing. And so he did what any man would do. He went out and he found himself a new wife to raise his daughter. Now, this lady was beautiful and noble, and she came with daughters of her own, 2 lovely daughters. And they were all one happy family. Unfortunately, as this prosperous merchant was out going about the kingdom making money, he caught the plague and died. Leaving his new wife and his daughters almost destitute. Now, because they did not have much money anymore, they had to let go all of their servants, and they needed someone to do the work. So, poor Ella, the daughter of the merchant, was set to work. Now, she had to scrub dishes and clean out the kitchen and muck the stable. She was treated like a slave. It was horrible.
Nay.
What?
She was not treated like a slave. No wonder they did not know the story. We are not telling the story of Cinderella. We are telling the story of Esmeralda. That's me. Drusilla.
What? I don't know the story of Esmeralda. Do you know the story of Esmeralda?
That's fine.
Do you know the story of it? No, well, you know, I would like to hear the story. Tell on, my lady, tell on.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl. That was me. And
selfish.
Now my mother, good of heart, found herself another man, not as rich as we had hoped, not noble, but the only good thing about this commoner was he had money.
We like money.
But he did the exact same selfish thing and died.
Again?
Bye-bye. Now, this did leave us nearly destitute. And so we did have to let go of our poor servants. It was so sad.
It was very unfortunate.
And we were soon losing our look of nobility, so we just had Cinderella help us. Why not call her Cinderella? The girl was a drama queen. She slept in the fireplace, in the cinders, so it was only proper we called her Cinderella.
It was better than the other names we came up with.
Now, our dear mother, our good mother, she was so good of heart. She did everything she could for us, but she just could not find another rich husband. Her bloom was gone. She wasn't as beautiful as she used to be. She wasn't as young as she used to be either. She's getting up there in age. And, well, she wasn't a spring chicken anymore. Now, that is not where our story really begins. Not where even our problems really began. Our problems started with the royal ball and Cinderella getting in the way.
You mean the royal ball that was being planned across town? Now, the king had a problem, and he was trying to sort things out across town, and his problem was the prince.
Son,
Aye,
your people expect things of you.
that they do.
Your people expect a future from you.
Indeed.
Your people expect an heir.
A what now?
You must find a wife.
What does a wife have to do with an heir?
He's the crown prince. She'll tell you.
I don't have time to find a wife. It's hunting season.
Yes, yes, hunting season.
Aye.
But after hunting season.
After hunting season, sailing season.
Sailing season. After sailing season, perhaps.
After sailing season, I have to sail to France for the lesson. Yes, Mama.
Sweet. There shall be no hunting for thee this year.
What?
Nay, no hunting. Nor sailing.
You're sailing? But how am I to get to France?
There shall be no fencing camp this year, my son.
No fencing? What am I to do in the meantime?
You shall find a wife.
How do I find a wife?
Your father and I shall organize 3 grand balls, and we shall invite all of the eligible young maidens in the kingdom to these balls, and you shall dance with each and every one of them and find a suitable wife.
That's a lot of dancing.
And it might take a while for him to find a suitable wife. We will choose a suitable wife for you.
Oh, so I don't have to do anything then.
You there!
You like that one? You like one that's better?
Go out to all of the eligible young maidens in this kingdom and deliver invitations to our 3 grand balls. And Carousel, away with thee.
And so the hapless earl went throughout the land delivering invitations to all the fair young maidens, until he came to the door of Cinderella and her stepsisters.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello, I be the Earl Grey, and I doth come bearing invitations for all eligible young maidens of the land. For the king shall be hosting 3 royal balls, which he might use to find a wife for his son.
Oh, a ball for the prince!
A ball! There could be cake!
Oh, ball, can I go?
Of course you can, dear, after you finish your chores.
Okay. Scrub the fireplace.
Oh, and don't forget to clean out the attic, delouse the hogs,
Brush the pig.
and tuck out the stables, and rub my corn.
And shoe the horses.
I can do that.
In the whole neighborhood.
And so with Cinderella sent off on impossible tasks, the rest of the ladies got ready for the balls. They combed out their luscious locks. They put on corsets. They put on their most beautiful gowns. They got into the carriage and they swept off to the royal ball. Now, poor Cinderella. Who could blame her for perhaps bemoaning her fate just a little bit?
Oh, all these chores! If only I had a fairy godmother. Fairy godmother!
Hi!
Hi, I want to go to the ball, but I have all these chores. Can that help me?
I can help you with all those chores, but you're gonna have to do something for me in exchange. No. So what I'm gonna need you to do is go out in the field and find the biggest pumpkin. And then go out and find 4 field mice. Big, strong field mice. And I will go and take care of the fireplace and the horsey shoes and onions. And while I'm doing that, and you do your chores, and we'll meet right back here.
And so Cinderella went into the garden and she found herself the largest, ripest pumpkin she could. No. I said pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Carrots.
No, not carrots. Pumpkin.
Carrots, Maestro.
No, I distinctly said pumpkin.
Maestro, does he not remember the pie incident?
Oh, the pie incident. We ate pies for 3 days. We were so stuffed they had to roll us out of the bakery. But how does this have any bearings on pumpkins and carrots?
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts. Oh, curses, it emptied our coffers. Mistress Innocent.
Aye.
Yes, as secretary of the guild, I want you to take down an official new rule. No more pie debauchery for the guild. Except maybe for me. I can have pie and they don't have any.
Of course, Maestro.
All right, well, we'll have to make do with carrots. So, all right, carrots it is. Fairy godmother, we have the things you need.
I only have one more task.
Thank you.
I'll have to finish them all anyways. All right, that's a fine bunch of carrots, but where's the pumpkin?
No. Carrots.
Okay, we can work with that. And with a wave of my magic wand, and I have to say a magic word. Does anyone know a magic word? What's a magic word? Abracadabra! Poof!
And so the carrots turned into a huge golden carriage that was strangely carrot-shaped.
Maestro, can I fit?
Yes, of course.
And the field mice. These are nice looking cats. They're really healthy. But where's the field mice?
No. We only have kittens. Please to use the kittens.
Okay, we can work with that. But I'm gonna need another magic word. Does anybody know another magic word? What's your magic word? Okay. That is a good one. With a wave of my magic wand, and by saying the magic word, hocus pocus. Poof.
And instantly the kittens were turned into great, glossy, gleaming white carriage cats.
They're beautiful. Fairy godmother, how can I go with them?
Oh, well, we can take care of that too. But I'm gonna need another magic word, and I need a good one. What's your magic word? Say it out loud enough for everyone, dear.
Potion motion.
Potion motion. That's a big word. With a wave of my magic wand, and by saying the magic words, potion motion. Poof.
And instantly Cinderella's rags were turned into a beautiful, glorious gown. And she got into her carriage and swept off to the ball. You go that way. You gotta carry her carriage that way.
Wait, before you go, I must tell you, you have to be back by midnight, by the stroke of midnight, or very, very, very bad things will happen.
And with that warning, she went. Now, at the palace at the ball, the stepsisters were...
The prince saw me. He caught a glimpse. I took his breath away. I knew he was going to ask me to dance. I just knew it.
Care to dance?
Oh, I'd love to. Well, of course he has to dance with my sister. He would ask me to dance after this. Of course he would. I mean, who wouldn't? But of course he has to dance with my mother, keeping it in the family, and has to have approval by my family, my mother. Why my mother? Anyways, this had to be my chance next. He would ask me to dance after he dances with the gypsy whose skirt is way too short. Who wears skirts that short? Anyways, I knew he was going to ask me to dance. This would be my dance. Anytime. Any minute. I'm growing old. Oh, who is that hissy little hussy?
Robert?
Pointed. Whatever she is.
Understand.
I can't believe she's dancing with him. She monopolized him all night until...
The clock in the tower struck 11:30. Dun 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 dun. Bong. And with that stroke, the young maiden disappeared.
Lucky for her, but the poor prince was sick. I mean, he looked so... She must have been the worst dancer. But I knew I'd have my dance on the second night with the prince. Or at least I thought. That little tart danced with him again all night. Until...
The clock in the tower struck midnight. Dun 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 dun. Bong. And with the stroke of the clock, the maiden disappeared again.
Now the third night, I would have my dance with the prince, and I know he was going to fall in love with me. It was destiny. I just knew he was going to dance with me. I knew it. There was no one else to dance with. He was going to dance with me. Anytime. I'm growing gray hair. I might be growing a beard. What's going on? Oh, he's dancing with that thing again. Who is she?
Oh, hi, Cinderella. It's Cinderella.
Cinderella, what is she doing here?
Dancing with the prince. Can't you see? It's right over there.
Oh, we will see about that.
This doesn't look good.
Oh! That is all right. I know where she lives, and when I get a hold of her, I'm going to skin her.
Just then, the clock in the tower struck midnight. Dun 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 dun. Count with me. Bong, 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 bong.
I knew the prince was going to ask me to dance after that little tart left. We were dancing on clouds. It was amazing. He could only think of me. He couldn't take his eyes off of me.
Do you know who that other lass was?
What other lass? That was only dancing with me.
You know the girl I was dancing with just before you, when you grabbed me. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and not to mention a great dancer. I mean, her eyes were just beautiful.
Oh, she's not that beautiful. Her face is like that of an old shrew.
Oh, so you know her then?
No! But he was the prince, and I would forgive him. That is all right. I need to go home and skin Cinderella.
Not tonight, dear. You need your beauty rest.
Mom.
Yes, they went off home, and when they got there, they found that Cinderella had already gone to bed and locked her door behind her.
Lucky her.
But across town at the palace, there were people who were not sleeping that night because they had a problem to unravel.
Red
Well,
cord.
Gray,
Red
we
cord.
have a problem.
What?
We must find her. You know, the last girl I was... Not the last girl I was dancing in. The one before the last. You know the one I was dancing with. You know. But we must find her.
Oh, my lord, she disappeared. How do we find her?
We must have left something behind. Girls are always leaving something behind when they run away. Everybody knows that. I mean, perhaps a shoe. Ah, yes, a shoe.
Maestro! I'm not taking my shoe off.
No, you have to. It's Cinderella. You have to take your shoe off. They find it. They put it on your...
Sir, I'm not taking my shoe off.
You know, sometimes you have to suffer for your art.
Maestro, do you want me to tell Mrs. Innocent what happened to the...
No! Don't tell her that. I am making a change to our story. As the maestro for the Fools Guild, I declare there will be no shoes taken off in this story. And that way, Mistress Innocent won't take care of me.
Not the shoe.
Robert, come.
No shoes. We must find something. A glove. Yes, we shall find her with a dainty glove.
A dainty glove.
Aye, a glove that can pleasantly fit on the most delicate of hands.
Is there anything else we can go off with, my lord?
She had hair.
What of her eyes?
She had two of them. 2 eyes.
What color were they?
Color of beauty.
We'll see what I have to deal with here. What of her dress?
It was black and gold.
I walked into that one, didn't I? Right into that one. How tall was she? Maybe that'll help.
She was about
Mother!
Highlights you like to...
The glove it is!
Indeed.
And so off the Earl and the Prince went, and they searched all throughout the land. They searched for days, for weeks, for months, for even years for the maiden.
I'm not going to make it that long.
Trevor.
Oh, 15 minutes later, they knocked at the door, Cinderella and her stepsisters.
Knock! Hello, I, the Earl of Grey, doth seek the lady who has worn this glove last night before. Where was she who stole the prince's heart?
I knew I recognized it.
The young maiden.
I am young.
One of your daughters, I remember a couple of them.
Right. I'm one. It fits.
It goes on your hands, not your head.
Oh, okay. It fits.
Kind of. Yes.
It fits.
Well, of course it will fit me, for it is my glove.
You wish. Well, actually, no, it might work. Are there any others in the house?
Hey, no. None whatsoever.
Her too! Practicing that voice. Yes, it does. Your Highness, we have a problem. It's all of them.
I can see how that would be a problem. They can't marry all of them, because that would be wrong?
Yes, that would be wrong.
Right. I mean, wrong. You must find another test.
I've got it! Where would you find this glove in your house?
In the stables for the horse.
I know not what kind of horse would wear a glove, but...
Big one.
Well, that is simple. That will find my glove in my closet.
Oh, I hope you wouldn't find this glove in a closet.
Can I borrow that of a pie in the oven?
It must be her!
It must be her!
She has pie! Come, my darling!
And just then, Cinderella's fairy godmother appeared.
Ah.
And with a wave of the magical wand, Cinderella's rags were turned back into the ravishing gown.
Voila, peanut butter sandwiches.
And off Cinderella and the prince went to the palace, where they were married. And they...
Nay, this is supposed to be my story. I should have the happily ever after, and there should be no stupid pie, and I want a fairy godmother.
Well, be careful know what you asked for.
Where'd you go, lady? Hi.
I said a fairy godmother.
You already got a mother. I'm your fairy godfather.
Can you at least grant me a wish?
Yeah, I got you a wish.
Can
I
you
got you a wish.
skin Cinderella?
No.
Why not?
She makes me pie.
Oh, that stupid pie! I just wanted a happily ever after!
One happily ever after coming up.
Oh, I get a defective one.
Ah, that one worked. That one.
Wait a minute! I thought you said we couldn't afford fancy props with crystals and beautifully made. What about those budget cuts?
You made me pie.
Okay. One happily ever after coming up. So, you want a man.
Aye!
You want a man with a future.
Aye!
You want a man with a job.
Aye!
You want a man with a brain.
Aye!
Like you, Earl Grey.
You said he had a brain and he had a future.
He's the smartest man in this play.
For the family, he might have a...
I'll take him. Hey, can't get a man in.
Fine, I will go find my own prince and make my own happily ever after.
And that's exactly what she did. And the moral of this story is...
With pie, anything is possible! Hey!
Well, what's your moral?
You have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince.
And she did. We have been the Benevolent Fellowship of Fools, Troubadours, and Storytellers at your service. Please go, there's more for you to see and do this day, and at 5:30, over there, we shall be peasant dancing, so come join us there.
And if you're in costume, you can come follow me to the costume contest.
This way.
This way.